To add a survey to your organisation, you will first need to be logged into the website. Please note that only users with at least edit permissions are able to add or edit surveys. If you don't have these permissions, you will need to ask somebody within your organisation who does, and if you don't know who that is, then please send us an email and we can look this up for you. So once logged in, navigate to the Collect Data page of the relevant thermometer. In this case, I'm going to use a classic thermometer by clicking Classic at the top of the page, and then clicking on the Collect Data subheading. Once in the Collect Data area, the page will default to your own organisation. If you're assigned to more than one organisation, you will need to choose it from the drop-down menu here. Below this, you will see a list of wards within your organisation. In this case, we've got Ward 1 and Ward 2. If you click on the ward you'd like to add a survey to, like so, this will drop down and display all surveys that have already been submitted to the ward. In this case, we have no previous survey submitted to Ward 1. So to add a new survey, click Add Survey on the right-hand side here. And this will open up a blank survey form for you to complete. The collection date is at the top of the page, and this defaults to today's date. So if you have collected this survey prior to today's date, then if you click on the calendar button on the right hand side here, you can choose the relevant date from the calendar view. Once you are happy with this date, you can begin to fill in the survey records. As you begin to add the details of the first record, you will notice that the background of the record will turn yellow. This is to indicate that the record is incomplete, and it will turn green once you have added an age group and a gender. Only green records can be saved. All of the other measures will default to none or no and will need to be changed according to your surveys collected. If we add a couple of surveys here, once you have added the relevant records to the survey and they have all turned green, click Save at the top of the page to save the survey, and once that survey has been saved, you will receive a confirmation message at the top of the page here. Please note that only 20 records can be added to a survey at one time. If you have more than 20 records, you will need to save the survey and then add another for the same collection date, and the system will then automatically combine the two surveys. And once you've clicked the Save button, your survey has been submitted, and if it has been added to the classic thermometer, from here it will be published in the dataset 2 weeks after the classic collection deadline. If you then click the Close button, you can view the saved records. There we go, there are the 3 records that I have just saved to Ward 1. You can check your submitted surveys anytime in the Collect Data area by clicking on the relevant ward and selecting the View option, like so. If you need to edit a record because it has been submitted incorrectly, you can do so by clicking on the relevant ward and selecting the View button next to the survey you wish to edit, which will bring you, in this case, to the survey that I've just submitted. Once you have the list of records that you have submitted, if you click on the one that you wish to edit, like so, you will then see the record form below with drop-down menus, which will currently be greyed out. If you click the Edit button on the right-hand side, you will be able to change the details that you've added to that record. All you then need to do is edit the relevant fields, and then click the Save button again at the top of the page. This will then produce a confirmation message saying record update saved. To remove a record altogether because it has been submitted incorrectly or by mistake, you can click the delete button up here. It will ask you if you really want to delete the record. If you click yes, that record will then be removed. Do note, however, that we are unable to recover any records that have been deleted, so do make sure that you are deleting the right one.